Hey everybody, welcome to the We Cool Podcast, the podcast where we apologize, we demand apologies, and we read anonymous listener apologies. I am your host, Grant Winkles, alongside my co-host, the Honorable Ryan Call.
Holden, Screwdriver.
Yes.
And we got over here the next short list of Supreme Court Justice nominees. Mr. Tommy Bayer is in the house.
Order in the court! RBG is dead!
Tommy is...
Your Honor, objection!
Your Honor!
Objection! She lives on in the hearts of millions of young women all on Twitter.
My name is RBG and I died. This is my impression.
Notorious.
Ruben Ginsburg.
Notorious RNG. RBG.
That's Ruth.
What about Ruth Nader
This
Ginsburg?
is the Tool Time episode. I'm here. I got a hammer in my right hand, a dagger in my left.
I got a big screwdriver that makes this noise when I hit it.
Right, exactly.
Bum, 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 bum.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for some Ginsburg? Guys,
You know who wasn't ready for some football?
R.I.P. a queen.
we're coming to you live from the funeral of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Hey, we are the guest
We're the
speakers.
We Cool
We have to
podcast.
move. We have to move around while we're doing our podcast because there are people following us around, giving us dirty looks. That was a good riff.
Really
Yeah.
broken up about it over here.
Motion to change it from Planned Parenthood, though, to the RBG abortion store.
Let's go.
That's positive.
I think that's
I'm
what...
pro-abortion.
I think,
RBG clearance abortion store.
I'm pro-abortion. I want more to happen.
Bro, it is going to be nice when those abortions go on clearance, though. More people are going to be able to afford it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need
abortions on layaway.
We choose to put our abortions on clearance, not because it's the easy thing to do, but
Yeah.
because we're running out of them, and we have to now.
Abortions on Facebook Marketplace.
the only thing
Bro,
to fear is expensive
we
abortions.
starting a business.
Abortions on the marketplace.
on Facebook Marketplace.
More reliable.
And the business minds are here.
Yes, we have checked in. Welcome to the Business Insider
Clocking
Podcast.
in.
I do have something I would like to apologize for.
Let's go.
And
Well,
it happened this morning.
hold
Well,
on.
should we?
Let's
calm down.
apologize
Let's-
for everything we just said real
Yes,
quick.
yeah.
Okay,
I
we
mean,
had sorry,
Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry.
Tommy.
Tommy.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Tommy, sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
No.
No.
No,
You can
no,
still be sorry.
this was my idea. So both of you
No,
shut
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
up.
no. You're not.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We
you're
had-
not claiming this idea.
we
Because I
had-
had
no,
this
it's my-
idea. I had this idea, and then I thought maybe let Grant say this one.
No,
So
it's
I already
my
had
idea.
the idea.
My
The listeners
idea-
know I'm sorry. I'm the sorry.
We had a production
I
meeting
think
at
if
the
you ask
beginning of
the
this show,
listeners-
and we said, how are we going to appeal to more women listeners? And it was
And
a
then-
great
and then-
idea. It was
and
a
then
total
we
smash.
had-
Our first idea was to get Shane Gillis on the podcast, but then
Yep.
he said no.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now we have to do this segment, which is called "Winning the Ladies Over" with the boys.
Well, this is.
Hey, mission accomplished, segment over.
Well, this is gonna lose a lot of the ladies because
Uh-oh.
this happened to me this morning.
Uh-oh. I don't know why I said that. Uh-oh.
Well, Ryan,
I'm
We're
so
going to lose
dumb.
our one female listener.
Every thought that comes in my head immediately shoots out my mouth like a fart coming out of your ass.
You've been tooting lately too.
Bro, I've been tooting it up.
For everyone listening
It's
right
a
now,
thunderstorm in my stomach.
Ryan had about 6 good farts before we recorded.
And I will say, when I fart, it does work like thunder and lightning. So you hear it, and then you see it. Like a,
you hear it and you
couple
smell it
seconds
5
later.
seconds later. It's
Yeah,
it's the
you
same
just
effect.
see the fumes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It looks like Chernobyl's going off in my pants. Do not look into the reactor.
Yeah.
Someone
Right.
down there was trying to do a test run, okay?
Uh-huh.
And they shouldn't have been testing it because the equipment is old and outdated and it has not been replaced in
Yeah.
years.
Ryan, the China syndrome call.
My asshole's the Manchurian candidate.
Well, I feel like this
It's
is
my own
and your
Manchurian
farts
candidate.
are the trigger word.
well, I feel like this is right down that alley. So as
Ladies, welcome to the podcast.
as you know, I texted you guys this morning. We plan on getting here at 2, and I was like, sure, I'm just gonna get a little
Now
workout.
it's 6 o'clock.
Now it's 6, and I was like, I'm just gonna get a little workout in and stuff. And I during my run, I was going on a run, and I live by the Mississippi River temporarily right now, so I go on this nice run by the Mississippi River, and I run to this this railroad track, this bridge, you know, one of those on the Mississippi River. I do some push-ups and then I run back. It's a good run. Anyways, I was doing my push-ups at the railroad track on the bridge, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have diarrhea right now."
You live the worst life. You live such an interesting life.
So what I had to do is I had to go have diarrhea in the woods, under the railroad track.
Downtown.
Yeah, basically downtown under the
Did
railroad.
anyone see you?
No one saw
Were you
me.
nervous about that?
Yes, it was very much.
I would be more nervous about that than murdering someone in those woods.
Dude, it was brutal because it was like this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening right now. My brain just let me know on that secret that this is going down.
I will say this too. Sorry to interrupt. But it should be perfectly legal to shit on the sidewalk in front of a Starbucks.
Yeah, well,
okay, it's
homeless
just
people do it all the time, you know. But so
Did it ever cross your mind to just diarrhea straight into the river? Was that
there was just
a thought?
there was just too much. Well, that's the thing. The river, it's just wide open, so anyone can kind of see it. I was like kind of
Also, why are you doing push-ups on the rail? You're training
Okay.
like Rocky trained in
Ryan,
the original movie, but you have nothing.
Hold on.
You have nothing
You of all people, this seems like an activity you
Yeah,
would
dude,
do.
this is-
It
for
does.
sure.
Yeah.
Like,
And it
you
makes me
would
mad
do
that
push-up-
Tommy's doing it.
You would do push-ups
Because
by the
I-
river 100%.
Okay, first of all, when I'm doing
I
push-ups
have.
on the railroad,
But I was training.
when I'm doing push-ups on the railroad bridge over
What
the
are you
Mississippi,
thinking about when you're doing the push-ups?
I
What's
think-
motivating?
I feel like I'm Rocky
Are
Balboa.
you? Yeah, you're just imagining scenes from Rocky while you're doing it.
100%. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I would go to a gym like a normal person in
Yeah.
the city. Well, not because of obviously of COVID, but I'm not doing that.
Like a brave person in the city.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that because I want to be cool. And in my mind, it does feel cool to run to the bridge, you know, in my sweat. And I'm like, you know, when I'm running,
Yep.
I'm punching the air a little bit. Not
For
enough
sure.
to where when people look at me, they're like, is he training for a fight? Just enough in my head.
To where you're miming what you saw Rocky doing while he's
Right,
wearing a trench
and I have this
coat
little
and
bounce.
jeans.
I have this little bounce going and stuff like that. But when you do have diarrhea, all these emotions are going through your brain. It's like, okay, I can make it home, you know, and then you start to get it up, and then you're like, I can't. This is happening now. Where, where are some bushes? You know, I'm gathering leaves. Luckily I have two disposable masks in my fanny pack. I run with my fanny pack.
Bro,
Did you use
you
the mask to
wiped your
wipe?
ass?
Yes, but this is what I would like to.
You heard it here, folks. That's what Tommy Bayer thinks of COVID. Just using masks to wipe
Here's
his
what I
ass.
want to apologize for. I took a shit near like a homeless guy's like area. No homeless guy was there, but like I kind of like while I'm shitting,
So you're
I'm like,
mad.
You're confusing him. He's going to think he shit and forgot about it.
well,
or-
I
or
feel bad because I shit near his.
You used his bathroom.
I used
without
his
permission.
without his permission.
You didn't knock.
I didn't.
What are you
knock.
going to knock on in that situation,
a
though?
stump.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here. I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
fucking do
you
this.
just skip a rock in the river and
Tommy,
then,
also the irony of you, a person who has a home, shitting in a homeless person's
So disrespectful.
environment. But it's ironic though because all they want is to be able to use a real bathroom in a
Yeah.
Starbucks, and they can't, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shit on the sidewalk in front of a Starbucks. I've done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna
And
go back there tomorrow, and I'm gonna go. Hey man, you can shit in my house anytime. I'm giving him a key
you
to
sure
my.
you wanna
and then
do that?
get
apartment.
on the plane to New York and just let your mom deal with that fire.
That's her problem. Okay, that's her fucking issue. But yeah,
Also, okay.
Let's let
I would
him
like
apologize.
to. I would like to
Well,
apologize.
but then I have a thing that's very important.
I want to
say.
apologize for eating Chipotle before I went to bed,
Ooh.
having a cup of coffee, going on a run. This was bad planning. I should have waited a
Yeah,
little.
you got to wait to have the coffee until after.
I know. I just thought my body was ready. It really snuck up on me, and I know. And if this homeless guy's listening,
Somehow.
somehow
He's tuning in. He's got his branches moving
Yeah,
one way,
yeah.
you know?
he's catching the signal
Yeah.
all
Somehow.
day.
He's catching it in one of his molars,
Yeah,
you know? It's like normally it's the government that's tuning in, but this is great. This
Yeah,
is
yeah. He has a tinfoil hat on, but it's not about the government. It's just the We Cool podcast.
that guy's our only listener, and he somehow found a way to give us 5 stars.
and he probably did tune out when we did the RBG riff. Right
He's
there.
like, I'm
"That's a-"
grieving,
He's like,
okay?
yeah, I'm going through a lot right
Yeah.
now. I would just like to apologize for all of those events. I need to plan better.
Yeah.
And I can't be doing this at 24 years old.
I agree, and thank you for apologizing. But we'll say this, the very important thing. Why is every railroad track by a beach of some kind? You ever notice that?
This
Every
is
time
not
I've
by
ever-
this isn't by a beach.
By a lake? It's always by a body of water, and then
That's-
a
that's
lot of
not
the time
true.
there's a beach.
There's no
100%.
correlation happening.
and
If you
most
follow-
of the railroad tracks
Nope,
run through
nope.
the prairies and plains of
If
this
you
country.
yeah, but they find lakes. If you follow a railroad
Yeah.
track long enough, all I'm saying is there's going to be a beach.
Uh-huh.
And every beach I've ever been to, oh, there's the railroad track.
Yeah.
What's the railroad coming through here for?
I just don't think that's true.
That would be like, imagine if it was a highway. You know, you're going to the beach. Highway's over here.
I feel like I've seen way more highways at beaches than railroad tracks. I really.
Well, they're always going over rivers because
that's what trains do.
Explain it to me.
You have to
I need to know.
You can't go around a river. That's why they go through rivers, but the lakes comparison, I mean, that's just,
If I was making I would make them go under the river.
Dude, okay, what about that train?
Facts don't care about
What
your
about the
feelings.
train?
Do not bring that up.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Dude, we already did that. Don't do it.
What about the train that goes from Paris to London? It goes under the ocean. What does that disprove or prove what you're saying?
And what about the train me and
Prove
Grant
it.
ran on your girlfriend last night, dude? What about that
goddamn,
fucking
bro.
train?
It's embarrassing.
Look, I'm sorry about that.
Bro, Ryan, facts don't care about your feelings.
Did you guys do that in my new apartment?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we
On
did.
my new bed?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was there the whole night. I
Nah.
was watching the conversation with
Nah,
her.
you're asleep.
Starring Gene Hackman. Very good movie. by
Check
the
behind the
One of my
couch, bro.
favorite,
You gotta
one of
check
my
behind the
favorite
couch.
movies.
It's incredible.
Where they tap.
Yes, yes. Dude, I watched it
That's
on-
my favorite. DiCaprio.
No, Coppola.
Coppola. Sorry.
DiCaprio.
Hey, I'm DiCaprio.
I'm DiCaprio.
I made all your favorite movies.
Such as Godbrother and Raging
Stepfather.
Guy. You ever seen that movie, Raging Guy? Nice fellas.
I'm Dimmy DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
Oh man,
I have something to
that was
apologize
such a brain
for as
fart.
well.
Dude,
That's okay. Listen,
Nobody wants to talk about.
no one
Gene
thinks
Hackman
we're smart.
movies.
No one who listens to this is like, I thought they were going to be smarter about.
DiCaprio.
But also, if you haven't seen The Conversation, you can rent it for like $3 on Amazon
It's
Prime right
so
now.
good. It's
I
such a
saw
good movie.
so it was free on Amazon Prime like 6 months ago, and I was like, fuck yeah, Gene Hackman, I'll watch it. And I was like half looking at my phone at first, and then I watched it, and I was like, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So
Really good. You should watch it, Grant.
Okay, I watched Death of Stalin.
No. Oh, dude, it's great, right?
Yeah, it's great, but I wouldn't
fuck,
call
I
it
gotta watch that.
hilarious.
Oh, I
You
was
know,
laughing.
I didn't bust a gut.
I was laughing my ass off.
It was funny. It was funny.
I guess I just have a little smarter brain than you.
Probably.
That's
Yeah.
probably. I probably thought it was funnier because I'm smarter than
Yeah.
you. That's same with Rick and Morty, or
Yeah.
or wait, what were people? Someone on Twitter was like, just because you like Rick and Morty and Nathan For You doesn't, and it's like no one who watches Nathan For You is like thinks they're
Well,
better
that's
than
the thing.
anybody.
do.
I didn't get that tweet because I was like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I just don't hang out with that many annoying
Yeah.
guys. I
Yeah.
guess maybe
Yeah, it's
if
just
you're
two. It's just
yeah, it's just
Ryan
you
and I,
guys. I
yeah.
guess if those guys are probably out there on the internet, but no one I know thinks they're smart for what.
Well, and also
it's like this is a dumb kid show, and Nathan
Yes.
For You is a dumb. They're both like
Yeah.
dumb
Well,
shows.
we
Yeah,
also-
but they're smart dumb. Which yeah, they are. Which
I mean,
which,
I don't know.
See, Grant's just
Allow me to
becoming that
defend
guy.
for
Go ahead.
for the smart dumb guys out there for a second. Wobble wobble.
I'm Pickle Rick. I rest my case.
I have something to apologize. Speaking of,
did they do that in the show?
Point of view.
Bro, you gotta check it out.
Bro, wait, he turned himself into a pickle.
I don't turn them
Dude, so
pickle.
basically,
Dude, he's like, so he become like, okay, so I did some like calculations. I took a bunch of numbers and I added them all up, and it
It's
looked
crazy, dude.
like COVID, like Rick and Morty is really good, and like COVID's totally overdone. I did because I took a bunch of numbers. I took like 18 numbers. I added them all up, and then so what it came up with was Rick and Morty's really good, and COVID no more. That's my new character. Is a
yeah, guy who
no.
has
CEO of Pharma Corp.
Cartoon Network.
Grant,
This
what
is-
would you like to apologize
Yeah,
for?
sorry, Grant.
This one goes out to you, Ryan.
Hell
the
yeah,
co-host.
baby!
The other night, Ryan did his quote unquote last stand up performance ever, and I was there. I did a set. It was
Standing
great.
ovation. People loved me.
Yep. And I totally left like right as you started your set to
Really?
just leave
Dude,
and
I had
go
a
to
great-
another. I watched the first 10 minutes.
Ollie came up to me and told me he's never seen me so free on stage. I don't think you were here for this. At one point, I told the audience I was black,
Oh wow,
and they liked it.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
For the listeners, Ryan is not black.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I just think it's. I found it
I had that
Funny.
audience
slurping.
slurping it in a palm of my hand. Just, you want some soup? You want some soup out of my hand? And they was going, Yes, Daddy. I want to slip my soup into your hands.
I just think it struck me as funny to be like, why would you want to get out of this industry where like we're close friends. I've been talking and excited for you to see this set for as long as we've been leading up to it. Then I'm like, nah, I gotta go because I might be able to do another spot somewhere else, and I didn't. I wasn't able to do a spot there. So yeah, just
well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well,
that's how I accept apologies. I go, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Also,
welcome as well.
My ex-girlfriend, Courtney Bach, who very funny Minneapolis comic, she was on the show, and I haven't seen her in like 4 months, and I also thought she was mad at me. She wasn't.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Then,
oh, you mean you made up all the problems in your head?
Yeah, weird.
Weird.
But anyways,
weird how we told you.
You know what the fucked up thing? First thing she said when she saw me, she looked at my hair, and she went, "What's going on here?" And I went, "It looks good." And she goes, "Are you not going to the barber?" And I was like, "No, this is on purpose." She was like, "It looks like it's not on purpose."
No,
I think it looks good.
Yeah, you look a little Italian, a little Irish. You're very.
I was playing on a little black.
A little black. You're very European, a little Jewish. You're very European, ambiguous.
Yep,
pan-cultural.
You
well,
know,
I have been pinching some pennies lately.
Oh my god.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I'm referencing based on the ethnicities that you just said.
Italians.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan,
This is so dumb.
Does kind of get into my thing of like I want to teach my kids that Chinese food is like pizza and spaghetti is Chinese food.
Dude, that's so funny.
And then teach them
really
to be
funny.
racist against Italians, like, so they like everybody thinks my kids hate Chinese people, but really they're just making fun of Italians.
Yeah.
What we need to do is, you know, when we all fail at comedy, and
Already been there.
and Ryan's already there, but when me and Grant come to that realization,
We'll be there soon.
And we're
You
all,
guys will be at UPS on the same line.
you know,
as
we're
me.
all in our late 30s. I'm in my late 30s. You guys in your 40s. You know, and
Okay, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, okay. It
Yeah,
does,
you guys
sorry.
are 10 years older
Okay,
than
explain.
Let's get
Explain
that Cartoon
it.
Network
Do the
numbers
math.
guy in here.
Okay, so I was looking at some of the numbers, and it
basically,
actually looks like I'm younger than Tommy now.
I'm Pickle Rick.
But what we need to do is we all get, you know, union jobs. We live on the same street. We each adopt some kids, okay?
Why wouldn't you just have your own?
I want to adopt kids.
We should each have
You
kids
adopt
and then
a dog,
adopt
you
each
have your
other's
own kid.
kids.
Okay,
you
have
hear
our
me?
own.
Wait, I like
Did you
that
hear what I
idea,
said?
Grant. Yes, we talked over you, but I heard it.
We should each have kids and then adopt each other's kids.
Yeah.
Which would be
I
just
want my genes.
dude, that's some sitcom shit right
But
there.
we can just teach them the worst
Well,
things ever.
It does take a village.
Yeah.
What's
To-
3 men and a
it-
baby? Is that what we're talking about? We have
Bro.
one kid.
You know what they say?
we all dump
Can
our
it be my
girlfriends.
kid? Can it be my kid?
It's gonna be all our kids, dude.
How? Okay, so we all come into a couple.
Because it's
stir it
gonna be
up.
Chinese, and we're gonna teach it that it's Italian.
Like the old saying
And then it
goes,
hates
it
itself.
takes a village to teach your kid that Chinese food is spaghetti.
and pizza.
Because
and
everyone has
pizza.
to lie to that child.
It
It's not
takes-
just you.
It takes a village to lie to that child.
Did I ever tell you my mom told me that girls don't fart, and I believed it until I was 14?
Really?
Yeah, she
14?
said yeah, they don't fart or poop, and that was the first time I ever questioned it. It took me
That's
so
a
long.
lie.
No, I swear to God, it took
You're
me so
kidding me?
long to develop critical thinking. I didn't know the alphabet until I was in 4th grade, and we would go over it every day. I'd
Yeah.
get stuck on Q. I'd go, I don't know where it is.
So that guy who asked you on your working line if you were dyslexic, he was getting at something.
yeah, he was right. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, but also I like that guy now.
I don't know. Fuck.
He helps me out, bro. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
it's been it was a week. It was a week at UPS. We should
Now-
cut that because I'm gonna get in trouble if that comes out.
Yeah.
If my boss sees that.
Does anybody listen?
Maybe.
At
I mean,
UPS?
some of them have asked. Dude, did
Yeah.
I tell? Okay, so like we can use this. At UPS, like on Friday, they knew I had a show, and like I was talking to the guys, and they were like, "So like, what's it like? What do you do?" I was like, "Well, I go up for like 30 minutes. Usually, I get paid like around $200." And they were like, one of the dudes, like Akko, he goes, "Damn, bro, I could do that. I could stand up there for 30 minutes and just talk." And I had to explain to them, like, "No, bro, like." You guys are already funny.
You're funny here.
90%
Don't
of
ruin
the
it by
comics.
doing
Yeah.
stand-up.
Yes,
I was telling
exactly.
Ryan this, but just like the least funniest thing is to actively try and be funny.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is do stand-up.
Or to try to make money from being funny. What
right,
are you
exactly.
doing?
That's
Yeah.
not that act alone is
Yep.
not funny. If you want to just go for pure funny, just be the guy at work crushing.
Yeah.
Dude,
you
that's
know.
who I am now. And then I come in,
You're
dude.
your purest self.
Now I come into when I do a show once every 18 years. I'm like the locust version of a stand-up comedian, you know. For 15 years, I'm minding my own business. I'm eating a little bit of your crops, but not enough for you to notice. Then my body undergoes a physical change. Someone calls me. They go, Ryan, I know you've been out of the game for a long time, but we need
Is
you.
this a British? I'm sorry.
We need you to do 15 minutes at Bob's Comedy Bunker. And I know
you're banned.
I go, I've been banned for 15 years. And they go, we don't care. We just need somebody, anybody. And I go, my body undergoes a physical change.
Yeah, your neck starts like shaking.
Yeah, and I become
hair starts popping out only the top of your head.
I'm bald.
More
I
curly.
turn into a Joe Rogan lookalike. And next thing you know, I'm on stage. I'm telling people I'm black. They're going, I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, me and Ryan used to do this bit where I would bring him up because you would be featuring and you started bringing me on the road. I would like for these like funny business
this
gigs.
This was my best opener.
This was awesome. I would go. We had two.
He was recently named.
We had two. We had two. We had your next comic coming on the stage is in a wheelchair, and oh my God, he's walking. It's a miracle, everybody. So that was
when I walk to the stage. Then you act amazed that I can walk. Yeah.
And then I'd go. Your next comic coming up the stage. A good friend of mine. He won Growler magazine comic to watch. And he's the tallest black man in Minneapolis.
He was recently named the tallest black comedian in Minneapolis.
And then you would go off stage and you'd go, I'm not a Growler comic to watch. What is he talking about?
It always killed.
It would kill. Or
The wheelchair one never killed.
no, that would
People were confused by that.
they would get confused.
But you looked like the bad guy. Because then I would still go up and go, I'm not a growler comedian to watch.
either way. I
Yeah.
would look like the bad guy because it was me saying the things,
Yeah.
and then you would go no,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's the classic bait and switch.
it's the
You love to
classic
see
good
it.
cop, bad cop.
That's
Good cop,
yep.
black cop.
There we go. Grant, did we finish your apology all the way?
Yeah, sorry,
Do you want to do
Ryan.
it again?
Sorry.
You're
Sorry.
welcome. You're welcome.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I was
Sorry there.
doing some math here, and it looks like I accept your apology.
Oh,
dude.
thanks, buddy.
Should we get to Rogan's apology?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Well, we're
Rogan.
22 minutes in.
22?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, should we get to it?
Well, I was thinking we should do Joe Rogan's apology.
Yeah. Also, next, we might not get it to this episode, but next episode, I'm going to tease this. I went on the Judge Mathis show last week.
God, you dumb asshole.
Which, for people who don't know what the Judge Mathis show is, wake the fuck up, okay? But it's daytime courtroom.
Start getting sick and staying home from school
Quit your
more
job.
often.
Get
Yeah.
fired from your job.
Get fired from your job. He's been on the air for 22 years, okay? So fucking, yeah.
He's a media mogul.
Isn't it crazy that you were 2 years old when that show started and now you're on it?
Yeah,
Like,
now I'm
that's-
on it.
Did you get to meet the guy, by the way? Did you say hi?
Dude, we tried to get a picture with him, but
said
he
no.
didn't want to. He really didn't like me, man.
Did he like the other guy?
Yeah, well, kind of, because he was so much more. I mean, I'll get into the details
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah,
but
you got to get into the nitty gritty for us.
yeah, we'll do a deep dive Judge Mathis thing, but
It'll be 6 hours long.
I'll say
We're doing a deep dive.
Yeah, 'cause
episode.
I
Our
want-
first deep dive.
well, just for the listeners, me and my friend, we wrote a fake case and we got on the Judge Mathis show, and hopefully it'll come out. You know,
Yeah.
the producers said they really liked it, so hopefully it'll come out. But we wanted to get a pic with Judge Mathis, you know, where we're like have our masks on and like we're shaking our hands, and like I wanted to post it and just been like, yeah, you know, I had to go sicko mode on the Judge Mathis show.
And that didn't come to
No,
fruition.
he didn't want to take a picture. I looked so greasy, man. I was like,
Yeah. Also, you sent us a picture of you in the suit, and you look like when someone buys their child a Sunday suit.
yeah, like a first
but it doesn't
communion.
fit.
It's like
you
my
know?
first,
Yeah.
like a first communion suit. Like my hair was greasy. I was like,
Whose suit was that? Was that yours?
it was like an old
Why is
one.
it so
It was an old one of
unfitting?
my dad's.
It doesn't fit.
Jesus, man.
Don't you have your own suit, by the way?
I do have a good one, but I wanted to look very I wanted to look very slimy.
Sure.
But yeah, it was a fun
You should
time.
have slicked your hair down, dude.
I know I should have.
or
but,
like gotten a bad haircut.
dude, I know, but
It would have been so funny.
I know, but I already looked so bad, and I called him I was calling him like JM the whole time. I
Wait,
was like,
the judge?
Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't like you?
yeah, I was like,
You're calling him Jam?
no JM, like Judge Mathis. JM.
JM.
I was like, JM, you gotta listen to me, man.
Did you call him your honor?
I kept calling him Your Honored.
Did you do my bit where you face the jury and you say Your Honor?
Fuck, I forgot about that bit.
Bro, that's my favorite bit in
I said,
court.
like-
Wait, is there a jury at the Judge Mathis show?
No, it's just like.
Are there people watching?
Yeah, it's like some.
See,
people,
that's what I would have done. If I was on the show,
like
I would have
social distance in the back.
I would have
round.
faced them and I would have went, Your Honor.
Dude, my friend.
Well, who the fuck is going to the audience of the Judge Mathis
it's
show
just,
during
it's just
COVID?
people
Like,
who work.
Did you
at
refer
the
to
show.
yourself?
Okay.
Did you refer to yourself as my client?
Fuck, dude, I should have.
There's so many. You should have asked me.
Dude, but it went so fast and it was like so intense, and also like.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was really nervous, and because he's like an intense guy. Also, he's like a dumbass. He just like rambles.
Whoa.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, shots fired. Judge
How long?
Mathis.
Damn.
Do you think they'll cut a lot of him rambling out?
Yeah, because he was like saying some like really off-colored shit.
What?
Yeah, because oh, man, should we just get into it? I don't want to waste
Well-
too much time on this. There's like a lot of details.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's save it. Let's save it for next week because we still have the Joe Rogan apology and we have Maddox.
Yeah.
Sounds like Judge Mathis has some stuff to possibly apologize for.
Yeah, he was saying some off-color shit. Also, I said I was a huge Mathis head. I was like, first off, huge Mathis head. Thanks for taking our case. And he was like, looked at me like,
Like, no,
Went
you're
back,
not.
like-
No one is.
he was like, Anyways, it was a good time.
Sounds like
very strange.
people been talking about it. I don't know.
All right, should we get to this Rogan apology?
Well, I wanted to do that, but okay, maybe maybe before we do that, let's do the Joe Rogan apology.
such a
Bum, 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 bum.
Ryan's just like, how do I come out in control of this one?
Well, do it up, man. Serve it up.
All right, so
Yeah.
basically,
Are we gonna play his apology?
this is the part of the podcast where we win the ladies back.
Yes,
if they
by talking
somehow
about Joe
still kept
Rogan.
listening,
Yeah.
and him apologizing,
Yeah,
because every woman I've ever met, not a fan of Joe Rogan.
Nope.
that's weird because every woman I met makes me listen to Joe Rogan.
Really?
Yeah, they go like, check out this clip.
Have you heard of this guy?
The
Yeah, they
only
go, and I go like, I don't know, it's not really for me.
the only women I've ever met are the women guests on the Joe Rogan Experience. So we're talking Whitney Cummings,
Yes.
Dr. Rhonda Patrick,
Uh-huh.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Shame on you.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
A little wag of the finger to you for
Yeah.
that.
Yes, that is the worst
Yeah.
thing that has
Calling
been said
Milo
today so far.
a woman.
I'm shaving my finger at you.
Dude, Milo would be so pissed if I misgendered him.
Yeah.
Did you see me doing
That's
this,
a
though?
funny bit to misgender alt-right people,
Yeah.
I think. Just be like, she's crazy.
This woman's crazy.
This woman's crazy.
It's Gavin McInnes.
Yeah.
That guy fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's just calling like Mitch McConnell like an old hag. Like this old woman is out of her damn mind.
Speaking of transphobia, Joe Rogan was in the news this week.
He wasn't in the news for transphobia stuff.
He was actually
Is he?
too, because
Oh.
I'm reading this this article covering his apology. Well, let's hear his apology.
Why
We
has
got-
he been going so hard at trans people, by the way?
He does. That's the thing, dude. If I'm getting real really quick, they cut out things he said. I'm not like going full on defending Joe Rogan. Like you shouldn't like if you're like cis,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have like.
But
a
I've seen
hot
his own
take.
his own clips though. Like he'll just out of nowhere he'll be like, "Yeah, but I mean, some people are trying to raise their kids as trans kids." And it's like, why do you? who
First of
cares?
all, he's an idiot. Just let an idiot. Don't listen to Joe. I mean, listen to Joe Rogan,
Sure.
but don't like take anything he says.
But also, we never feel like we have to weigh in on trans
yeah,
people. You
well,
know, we're
that's-
not like
that's because we're the only good men in society.
that is true.
as
Y'all
society
seen
left.
that? Y'all seen that movie Last of the Mohicans? We're the last of the
Last
good white
of the-
men.
last of the white men. But Joe Rogan, his main.
the last Mohican played by a white man.
Mel Gibson, and
No,
I
it was,
am the Mel Gibson of this podcast.
You're Mel Gibson, but it was Daniel Day-Lewis, and I would say I'm the Daniel Day-Lewis of this podcast.
You got the
Yeah.
mustache
Yeah.
to support that.
But-
Tommy's the woman in that movie.
yeah.
No.
yeah, dude.
Pocahontas.
No!
Pocahontas.
Here's
Tommy's the Elizabeth Warren of
Yeah,
that movie.
Tommy lied about being the last Mohican.
So basically, I'm Elizabeth Warren, and this is Joe Rogan's. Okay, but this is his main gripe, or with.
Dude, imagine Elizabeth Warren on Joe Rogan.
This is his main gripe with like the trans issue. Is like he doesn't think, and I'm not saying this is correct or anything, but this is the crux of it. Is he doesn't think trans women should fight in MMA
Yeah.
against
Which,
other
whatever.
women. He thinks they should be in like
No, I
any
think
other sport.
He's probably got a point there.
He just thinks they shouldn't.
I mean, yeah, I don't care.
yeah,
but
I don't give a shit.
You know what I will say?
yeah, but
I
that
used
doesn't
to think
seem that unreasonable.
I will say this though. I used to think gripes. Used to think the word gripes was grapes. so I used to,
All
I'd
right.
say
Let's-
I got some grapes to pick with
But
you.
that's
Ryan, I'm
that's
gonna let
it.
you finish. Actually, no, I'm not. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but that's basically
No, some
it.
listeners will agree with me. They're gonna write in and they're gonna say, "I also used to think grapes was grapes."
Can we play the Rogan clip?
Let's give them something.
Hello, everybody. I need to make an apology and a retraction. I said something on the podcast with Douglas Murray about people getting arrested for lighting fires, and I got duped. It's wrong. There was one guy who got arrested for
red
lighting
in the
fires
background.
somewhere else, and someone sent me something about people getting arrested for lighting fires in Portland, and I said it without looking into it. It's very irresponsible. I didn't check. I made a mistake. I fucked up, and I'm sorry if I duped you as well. There's nothing I can do about it now. It's out there, but it's definitely a mistake. My apologies, and I will take this into consideration. Certainly, when I say things in the future, I know it feels very irresponsible of me. I don't take it lightly. I'm very upset with myself, and I apologize to you as well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, wait,
Thank you for apologizing.
Hello, everybody.
Thank
I
you,
need
Joe,
to
for
make an
apologizing on our podcast.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
what's
on.
what worse feeling than getting duped by Rogan?
But okay, where it is very red in that room. What is he recording this video in the middle of a lava lamp? Is he
Yeah.
in a lava lamp while he's doing this?
Yeah,
That's my takeaway.
Dude, it looks like
I
he
bet
is.
also if you asked him why his room is red, it's just like it keeps the testosterone up, like kind of like a bull. Like
Yeah.
why you?
Well, it's like going into a deprivation tank. So, the first 5 minutes you're in there, you're just kind of, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah. It's the same reason that we keep 2 weapons on the table while we record.
This is how by the
Just
way,
to keep the tetestosterone up, you mother.
Yes,
if you're a nerd, if you're a nerd,
fight me.
let me
Stop
show you
it,
guys.
dude.
Look at me real quick. if you're a nerd, you drill things in like this. I drill things in like this.
That's gangster, dude.
Yeah, bro. I'm the white gangster.
Yeah. I'm
the white gangster.
Okay, I'm gonna go on the record. I'm full on support of Rogan. I think it's cool that he apologized.
I do think it's
It
cool
is.
that
And
he
also,
apologized.
that's what
I hope he does it on his podcast,
That's what
too,
his
though.
podcast is. It's 3 hours of him talking out of his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He's not necessarily a smart guy. He's just a guy who just talks for hours and hours and hours and doesn't say factual stuff. And if that's entertaining to you, then God bless.
and I will
Okay.
say,
But don't. It's not. But it's don't.
He does say factual stuff a lot of the times, and he came out and fucking apologized, which is a lot more than you can say for a lot of people who are out there spouting off bullshit constantly.
Yeah,
they don't.
lot
Not
of
enough
people
people are
don't apologize.
apologizing these days.
a lot of people don't apologize. Genghis Khan
Didn't
never apologize.
Bro, apologize for being all our great grandfather. That's not cool. Genghis.
take Rogan.
Apologize for being every Italian's grandfather, Genghis Khan.
Take Rogan with a grain of salt. You know, if you listen to
Maybe
it,
put some pepper in there too.
if
You can make a meal out of him.
exactly.
That's a spicy Joe Rogan.
But
That's Chinese.
That was a horrible Chinese accent.
that's all I would say to people. If you listen to Rogan, just some things are gonna be true, some things are not. Figure it out for yourself. Have your own opinion and conscious.
Also,
and then it's not a fucking big deal.
I don't want to hop on the defending Rogan train, but I will say when you're talking it's hard to talk for 3 hours
Without just lying.
because I lie constantly.
We did.
I told a woman I was a 9/11 firefighter one time on a Tinder date.
We did.
That's really cool. Did you really do that?
Yeah.
Nice.
And she was like,
Weren't
I
you
meant it as a
10
joke.
when 9/11
I meant it as a joke, but she did not laugh. And
Yeah.
then,
Weird.
okay, wait. Then when it was time, we left the restaurant, and I was like, "Oh, I can walk you to your car." And she was like, "Oh, that's okay." And I was like, "I don't mind. I can." She was like, "No."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Okay, I think you're interpreting this a lot differently than I was."
But
I'm
if
sorry.
she thought the 9/11
and that woman
firefighter
was Bonnie
joke-
Raitt.
If that
I was gonna guess it was Pete Davidson.
if that woman did think it was funny, then it's just like that's cool as hell. It's a good it's a shot.
It is a
it's
good litmus
shot-
test too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a shot in the dark. I think it's like worth doing those jokes.
Yeah.
You know, separates the weak from the strong.
Separates the men from the women when I'm on a Tinder date.
We basically did the exact same thing as Joe Rogan last week though, because we accused Tommy of starting all the fires in California.
Well, he did though.
I did
And
do
Tommy
that.
is Antifa.
I did do that.
Can we
Rogan was actually
What
listening
about-
to our
what about-
podcast.
what about-
That's such
wait.
a funny lie that he told though that Antifa is just starting the forest fires.
What about
What?
Antifa? Antifa?
Antifa?
Antifa?
Antifa?
I'm your Antifa.
I'm your Antifa. Now get in this protest.
Get in the van. We're putting these masks on.
We're starting fires.
That's awesome.
Hilarious.
But
Yeah.
you don't want to meet Uncle Fuh. Uncle Fuh drinks too much, and he might touch you.
And he lights forest fires.
He does.
I think Rogan's cool.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He's totally jacked.
I think he's cool. He's
He's
jacked.
really buff.
He's not funny, but he's
You
cool.
know the problem with him though? He's like in his 50s. He's got a old buff man disease, where like you're buff, but you're still wrinkly somehow.
you're
your
wrinkly and
skin is
strong.
stretched, but it's still wrinkly. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be ripped into your 70s.
He just looks like a walking boner, just
does.
Like a hard, thick penis.
Also, this man's been like a multimillionaire for like 30 years. How did he lose all his hair?
Well, that's
I think he said
Bosley,
he
baby.
got a hair.
Bosley's
He
been a
got a
thing.
hair transplant.
It just didn't take.
I don't know.
It rejected.
He said
him.
it
The
looked
hair was
bad.
like not on this guy's head.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being bald. I think that's fine.
Shame on you if you bald.
You're so
Shame on you, you fucking loser.
This is.
You're a fucking. You got no chance, kid.
We are gonna
You're
find out.
bald. You're working at a soap factory. This guy, he's got a full head of hair. He's putting Bosley in it preemptively. He saw a little bit of going back, and he said, "Gonna catch it early because that's the only way you could do it is preventative. You want to get some Nioxin for in the shower." Then afterwards you put some Bosley in. Maybe you take a pill every day just so that you don't go bald, kid. That's the only way to be the champ of the world.
You can tell.
I think the lady doth protest too much. I think.
No, I've been
that-
putting shit in my hair for a year
I
now.
know. I think that
and it's
mop
working.
on top of your head is actually a toupee. I'm willing to guess.
Pull it, but not too hard.
We're gonna do the the Trump on Fallon thing. Like,
Yeah.
let me mess your hair
Well,
up.
just based on how long that riff was,
Uh-huh.
Ryan did. That's how much being bald plagues his mind.
yeah.
And
Wait, can I do it as-
and then occupies the space.
Can I do it as Teddy Atlas? Can I bring the Teddy Atlas
no,
character?
dude, no.
People love Teddy Atlas.
No.
Wait, who's Teddy Atlas?
You didn't listen to the episode. Teddy Atlas.
No.
Dude, you basically just did it as Teddy Atlas, too. See, nobody knows who Teddy Atlas is. It's not.
He's a boxing
See, the thing
commentator.
about this impression, it's for nobody, and it goes
No,
for
that's
17 minutes.
See, it's for somebody. It's for my mom.
It's for you. It's for somebody. It's for you.
Teddy
It
Atlas.
is for me. Teddy Atlas.
Titty Atlas.
Ooh,
the,
all right.
the original Mr. Worldwide.
The problem
Mrs. Worldwide.
Mrs. Worldwide.
the problem you have right now is like let's say you have a nice pair of breasts, right? So they're a normal size, but you look in the mirror, okay, every day you look in the mirror and you take stock of yourself and you say they're nice breasts, but if I had $5,000, I could go.
See what I'm
I could go to Planned Parenthood, okay, and then I could get a new pair of breasts from Planned Parenthood. And-
Not now that RBG is dead, dude. They're taking away the free titties.
but then something out of your circumstances happened. Let's say one of the Supreme Court justices dies, and it's a huge tragedy. Everybody, anyways. So at the end of the day, every woman needs to take stock of what they have, and they need to go. Either I'm happy with what I have, or I need to go to Planned Parenthood and get a new pair of breasts. That's Teddy Atlas.
Thank you, Titty Atlas,
Teddy Atlas.
Thank
for your concern on Planned Parenthood
did it.
and titties.
West.
Yeah.
That's how he talks.
All right. Do we have another apology? We need to get
We
to?
have an anonymous listener apology.
Nice.
So if we're gonna do that, if you want to send in a anonymous listener apology, go to grantwinklescomedy.com/wecoolpodcast. Submit
Also,
it there.
On advice of my mother, on the advice of my legal counsel, we have
Every episode, Ryan talks about his mom.
because I love her. She's one of the best people I know. My dad, top 50, but my mom, probably number 2
Who's the
behind
one?
me. She raised a good boy, and she raised a confident boy.
Respect.
And then once you become your own father, then
I
your father will
am
be
my
number
own
one.
dad.
Yeah.
I am my own dad, and then my dad will be number 1.
my own dad.
I'm my own dad, Jenny.
Yeah.
But anyways, my mom said that we should also open the anonymous apologies up to anonymous confessions. So if you don't, if you have something that maybe you don't want to apologize for, you don't even want us to apologize for, you just want to get off your chest, send them on in, and maybe in the subject say this is a confession, not an apology, so we know, so we don't apologize. But yeah, we fucking need those, you guys. We need those.
Yes. I love that. That's a great suggestion from your mom.
She's
brilliant.
Shouts out to Brenda Call, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg of raising children. In that you've been doing it too long, and you only did one thing. But I will never forget you.
GrantWinklesComedy.com/WeCoolPodcast to submit yours. Here we go.
BrendaCall.com if you want to tell my mom how nice she is to me.
I'm sorry that
My mom has her own website.
Joe Rogan Experience if you want to be the raddest dude.
What?
I'm sorry that I agreed to watch your apartment while you were out of town after we broke up because the night after we had sex and I took you to the airport, the next morning I fucked someone at a massage parlor later that day.
Whoa.
Lot to unwrap in the first
slow
sentence
Slow
here.
down.
Yeah, that's a run-on sentence right there.
Slow down. So I need you. I really
That might
do.
be a run-off sentence. That would run someone off if they read it and didn't know
I really
you.
What
do
about a
need you to.
go-off sentence?
That was a go-off
This is a
sentence,
go-off
too.
sentence.
It is. I really need you to bring that back from the top.
That was the bop it of sentences. There was twists. There was pushes. There was
Flicks.
Flick it, bop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I just take the sentence again, or should we break it down a little bit?
Wait. Do we need a musical backing for this?
No.
No. Go a little slower
Okay.
from the top.
I'm sorry that I agreed to watch your apartment. So we have this is what
First.
second person. This is
So
a
this
point
is
of
somebody
view. This is
apologizing to, like, an ex?
directly to an ex. It seems.
That's what it seems.
It
yeah.
might be one of us.
Well, we might know.
So this person's kind of writing this as if they were sending it to their ex, which is an interesting writing technique and
Yeah.
one we haven't really seen before.
Yeah. So I'm sorry that I agreed to watch your apartment while you were out of town after we broke up. Because the night after we had sex, so I'm guessing this person went to the ex's apartment to get an early morning to drive to the airport,
Yeah.
as you do. They ended up, you know,
They had
how it
sex.
goes.
Yeah, that happens a lot when
Doing
you're
the dance.
You know, you've freshly broken up. Sometimes you're gonna have sex after.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes you have sex long time after.
So in this person's,
Too long, and then
Yeah.
and then you're still dating all of a sudden.
but then it ends in
And then one of you doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
After we broke up, because the night after we had sex and I took you to the airport the next morning. So there we are. Now this seems very normal up until this point. This is
Yeah.
where it takes a kind of wild turn.
This is where they go. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
It's where this guy goes sicko mode. I'm assuming this is a guy.
I fucked someone at a massage parlor later that day.
Wow.
Well, is it
See,
like
you always hear about this. You always hear, oh, there's happy endings at massage parlors. I've never been to one. I've never even heard of a massage parlor. How does that happen? You know, are
Here we
they having
go.
sex with the workers?
I think
random person.
This person, we're gonna go out on a limb and say, dude, this dude.
Yeah. This is no female tendencies.
Here we go.
Dudes are great.
In my defense, see,
Dudes rock.
getting right in there with the defense before even really. In my defense, I truly went in there looking for an only massage, capitalized only in massage, but it
That's
was
how I only want a massage here, and
screaming
they're like,
it when you
yeah,
walk in.
Yeah.
But it was just that kind of place, so I said, "Fuck it," when in Rome.
Wow.
I am also sorry that I went back 6 hours later to do it again.
What?
But hey, $200 is hard to argue with such a bargain.
Is that the end of it?
That's the end of it.
So it's interesting because you usually don't.
This guy got his neck
and I've heard of
strained 3
happy ending
times in
massage
24 hours.
parlors. You usually get like jerked off at the end, but this person's having sex with whoever is giving him a massage 2 times.
Yeah.
in
one
one
day.
day.
Which kind of undercuts the apology. If it was once, it's like a mistake.
Yeah, and also this guy is like, I'm sorry, but then he like ends it with like, but I'm fucking sick.
But I got my nuts wet again.
Yeah, but I
6
fucking.
hours later.
Hey, well, you know, what are you gonna do?
Well, and how do you even have sex? You know, like what
good
do you
question.
do with your
It's a
balls?
good-
I think this one's a little hard to riff on right now because I think, and I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little perplexed that like someone is going in and having sex at a massage parlor.
Yeah,
That's
I always
something
thought
I
that
would
was
not.
like a shitty stereotype that wasn't really
Oh,
true.
yeah, it's real. I mean, I would feel super sketched out.
Yeah, wouldn't you feel like it's not
Well, imagine
safe?
imagine if you went to the dentist and then afterwards they fill the cavity and the dentist goes, extra $20 through your insurance.
Mhm.
I'll
Sit
put
on
the
your
drill
face.
in my own ass.
Okay.
Yeah, is there any other occupation?
Yeah, what is this? Terrible bosses?
Yeah.
Is there any like
Yeah.
physical therapy
nice.
occupation where
Nice, give me some, dude.
it just ends with like you fucking busting a
Bro,
nut
what about
afterwards?
Prostitution.
Well, yeah, obviously
What about-
prostitution, but
what
that
about-
would technically be a form of prostitution, like a happy ending. You know, there's like an exchange of money for sex.
What
you
about
know?
undercover bosses, but it's at one of those like spas and he doesn't know and he's just like then it just cancels, the whole show gets canceled.
So this person's sorry. Yeah, undercover bosses.
Yeah, and he has sex
Some,
with one of his
some CEO runs like a chain of massage parlors, and he's like goes in, and they're like, "All right, but now you got to jerk this guy off."
He has sex like 7 times in the
Yeah,
episode.
he's just wearing a
Yeah.
Groucho Marx glasses and a
Right.
mustache and nose.
Yeah, and then the episode ends with him just being like, "I didn't even know I was on the show." And I just like doing this.
I just like to fuck,
I just like
bro.
putting on a weird wig and, then kind of going
and then
in
we
and
pan out, and this is the Judge Mathis show.
Yeah.
And this guy
Well,
is
let's-
defending having sex
Let's
with all
role
his
play.
employees.
Let's role play. Okay, I'm this guy.
You're
You're
the
the guy
undercover
who-
boss?
I'm this guy.
Oh,
and
you're the guy in the
I'm,
apology.
I'm Andy's the boss, and
What?
you guys.
Where are
both,
we- where are
you
we in
guys,
the scenario?
You guys are both working at the massage parlor. Mm-hmm. So I walk in. I go, ding. Hey, what's up? I the only thing I would like is a massage.
to our massage parlor.
So you're British.
Oh yeah,
I was a British massage parlor.
Get on in here.
get
Okay.
on here. We get the best
Okay, you guys are
massages in
two
town.
very large, hairy men. Look at that.
We're both going to massage you at the same time.
Okay,
Right.
I just really want to clarify. I just got out of a relationship, so the only thing I want is a massage. Just the massage.
I can smell the stale sex on you right
Oh,
now.
right, me too.
Yeah, I should have
me
showered.
too.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it smells like he just took his ex to the airport, if you know what I mean.
Hey, no worries, young chap. We'll give you just a massage. Oh, sure. It's
The
just
old
good.
winky winky.
Oh,
I'm
winky
sure.
winky.
Our eyes are so haggard and squinty you
Okay,
can't tell,
sure.
but I'm winking right now.
Well, wait,
Alright.
I'll tell you this. When I'm through with you, you'll be coming back for seconds.
Oh, Tommy,
wow.
Tommy, let's forget about this customer right now and practice massaging each other.
I'm gonna turn this guy out.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I'm a-
Also, 2 massages in one day. That seems like a lot. How much is a massage here, by the way?
It's $200 in massage.
$200 massage.
Yeah, but I'll turn you out, flip you around, spank you.
Oh, you'll be coming back, I'll guarantee it.
But no, we're just joking.
We call it the men's warehouse.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna like the way you look.
You're gonna like the way you come.
Way to come.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, I only want a massage. I don't want any of the funny business afterwards.
Bro, we'll just do a little joke. We're just doing this to massage, trust me.
Okay, so you're like mentally massaging me before you physically massage me.
Bro, we're just gonna make you a little comfortable.
Get
Okay.
up,
Just come on, step in
Come
this
on,
room.
man.
Okay, so
Sit down.
I'm sitting down.
Take your shirt
Okay.
off.
What? Okay, I'm taking
Take
my
your
shirt off.
bloody shirt off, little bitch.
Shirt's
Take
off.
your
all
bloody
right.
shirt off or your little
Okay.
hairless back. Why do you gotta unscrew your shirt?
Ah, it's made of metal.
Well, wait,
All
why
right,
do
I
you
got
have
my
a-
shirt off. Got my shirt off.
Wait,
What do
why-
I need to do now?
Why do you have a shirt made of metal? What are you, some kind of knight? Oh, I
Well,
love
are
a
you
knight
some-
in shiny armor.
Oh, God, what are you, some sort of undercover boss?
Yeah.
Look, he's taking his shirt. There's a
no,
wire on
no,
there.
no.
I love a knight in shiny armor. Why should now that
Shiny Arnold.
on Sean me on Sean. What?
Okay.
Now that you're
Should we end scene? I think that was good. That was great. Good job, boys.
Next time on Undercover Boss.
There is no next time. He came back twice.
Oh my god. Well, this person is sorry to his girlfriend.
This person
His
is a
ex-girlfriend.
fucking animal.
Yeah, this guy's like. Yeah.
Who is this guy? John Travolta in Boogie Nights? Guy, okay, that's
my
my
favorite DiCaprio movie.
Wait, this is my impression of a guy who's only ever seen Boogie Nights. So everything he sees, like he's watching.
And he
he's
thinks
watching the
Mark
news,
Wahlberg
he's
is
watching the
John
news.
Travolta.
He goes, "Who does this guy think he is? Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights?"
Oh!
Okay. Do you guys?
We have to. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry to this person's girlfriend. That was
Yeah, sorry.
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, sorry that you were dating a
fucking animal, dude.
A fucking pussy hound.
A guy who thought he was fucking like John Travolta in Boogie Nights. You're in the motherfucking dog pound.
Yeah, this guy's an animal, and
Sex work positive though.
yeah, sex work positive. That's cool.
This guy's got an ass like a wildebeest.
Sorry to the ex, I suppose.
Yeah.
But also, like, you're welcome for the ride to the airport. That's kind of.
Yeah, I guess he just
it's a
feels
big
he
ask.
just feels guilty that he did it while he was staying at her place, and he's just filled with guilt. But
Listen,
we're apologizing for him, and hopefully,
Actually,
hopefully that guilt is.
He
being
says, "I'm
relieved."
sorry that I agreed to watch your apartment." he's not,
not sorry for
apologizing
anything
the
else.
Sex work.
Oh,
Yeah, this guy's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Well, he did
He is
say, "I'm
supporting-
also sorry that I went back 6 hours later to do it again."
Yeah.
on the one hand, I mean, I feel conflicted about this because he is supporting sex workers, which is an important thing, and it should just be legalized.
Yeah.
People, if that's the way someone can make money, they should be able to make money doing it.
Yeah,
so,
you should be able to go to Best Buy and get some pussy.
Okay.
What?
You should be able to go to Planned Parenthood
and get some pussy.
And say
You should be able to go to 7-Eleven.
You should
with
be
a
able to-
side of titties.
you should be able to go to Planned Parenthood and whisper, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, give
sent
me the RBG if you know what I mean.
RBG on my knees.
Yeah.
And then
Whatever that means.
Then the workers at Planned Parenthood go, "All right, get over to unscrew your shit."
All right, we're two big hairy guys. We can do this.
In a socialist America, all sex workers are all British guys.
One of them is British Jar Jar Binks. Misa thinks that
Misa thinks I'm gonna make you come.
So yeah, that's kind of a bad apology from this anonymous listener, but hey, thanks for listening.
And I will say, write in. Let us know that you love the Teddy Atlas riffs.
if we
Let me
don't-
know.
If we don't hear from you, we're gonna assume that you don't like it.
But if we do, but if I won't. So I'm gonna keep trying
Nah,
to.
we'll ban Teddy Atlas from the show. If we don't hear anything within
Also,
the next day.
I hired a vocal coach.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I hired a vocal coach.
What?
And it's this like really like sexy guy, and he's been teaching me to sound hot. So if it's working, write in. If it's not,
Wait, are you serious?
Tommy's being had
You're
by Gilbert
you're fucking
Gottfried.
around.
I'm not fucking around.
You did not hire it.
I had e-ducks like this. Oh, it's what's that?
Javier
singer?
Bardem
Yeah, it's Javier.
in Boogie Nights.
Guys, I think we're gonna wrap up here soon, but we do have an announcement. We have a new producer for the show.
Yeah, so he's a very funny local comic. He actually has a stand-up comedy album coming out, I believe, on Stand Up Records.
Yes, sir.
October 2nd.
October 2nd. So,
Country
ladies,
music legend.
you're about to hear him now, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together in the car. Go ahead and clap.
Yep.
For country music
Pull
legend.
the car over. Put
Chris
it in
Maddock.
park.
Sorry, fuck. I was too early. Okay, Chris, not yet. Okay,
Pull
Grant,
the
roll the window down.
Put your blinker on.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the car over to whatever street you're on. the
Put
side
that
of it.
seat all the way back.
Put your hazards
Recline
on.
it all the way back. Baby.
Put it in park. And
Pull
just
your penis out.
Get ready.
Start
Unscrew your
jacking it.
shirt.
That's what it sounds like when you jack off.
Yeah, bro, I got a mech dick.
and put your hands together over your dick.
And clap your dick between your hands.
For Chris Maddock, everybody.
Country music legend Chris Maddock.
Chris Maddock.
Thank you very much.
Chris Maddock, everybody.
Wow.
Chris,
Wow.
what's the name of your album, by the way, so we can?
I don't know.
It's country music legend.
That's right.
Chris Maddock. Chris, I
You said it 4 times and then asked me what it was.
yeah.
But what is it?
Wait, yeah, what is it though,
And,
Chris?
yeah, and what's
and
the
what's your
deal?
name?
I don't know.
Okay, perfect. You have something you want to apologize for?
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. It's gonna But so this thing I'm going to apologize
Chris,
for.
pace yourself. We got a lot of shows coming up. So
I don't. Yeah, but I got a fire hose of. I got a whole life behind me. I'm the kind of age where I got to get stuff checked.
Mm-hmm. You are an old man looking into the sunset, thinking about.
Oh no! You guys found me and gave me buttons to push, and it really put some color back in my face. I
Yeah, we
appreciate
just
it.
kind of picked him up off the street. You know, he had a guitar. You know,
when-
he looked like a really cool guy.
When your podcast guests ask you, they're like, "Is that guy in the back okay?"
Yeah.
You go, do you know who that guy used to be? It's a comedian,
one of the best.
Yes.
best open mic host.
hey, man, now you're coming for our territory, Chris.
I invented you.
Chris ran an open mic for 93 years.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when I started the open mic,
Before Antifa burnt the building down.
when I started a weekly open mic, I thought, I hope this lasts for 20 years. And sadly, it only lasted for 15.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get to kill myself like I planned at the end.
That was gonna be your last bit. You're gonna kill yourself.
No, I was gonna quit mid-show though. I knew that. I knew if I ever. It was just he got really angry like usual, and then all of a sudden this like really serene look came over his face, and he just walked past everyone and just kept walking, right in front of a bus. It looked like he came a little.
Yeah, dude.
So I got to apologize because I've been mistakenly put on some family's text thread, wrong number style, and it's about grandma visiting grandma.
I'm sorry. When did this happen? Like, how long ago have you been on this random family's text thread?
Since Thursday, August 13th at 2:07 p.m.
Fuck yeah.
And it's currently almost the end of September.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of activity though. This is I don't know. They're not close. So it starts off.
You gotta bring this family together, man.
You're the glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could help here.
The long lost cousin,
Yeah.
country music legend.
Chrissy Maddox.
Don't get your hopes up here, but it's sort of I apologize in advance because I'm not gonna leave either. But it says, okay, people. So then maybe they do stand up or something. It says, okay, people.
Classic opening line.
Yep.
for any
Okay,
stand-up.
people.
Okay, people.
People, okay.
Okay, good. Okay, my turn. Okay. Phone. Okay, people. Phone calls to grandma would be greatly appreciated. It helps break up her day and ours. We give 24/7. You all can take 5 minutes out of your day at least once a week. It takes a village, people. ... And then a few hours later, the first person wrote back, yeah.
So they really don't give a fuck about grandma.
Well, then they said, she's been enjoying fresh flowers from my garden. I mean, I think they're Swedish. My garden.
Yarden? Fresh
So she-
flowers from a yarden?
Oh my God, that explains the yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they were Swedish, they would have given grandma the suicide pill a long time.
Well, now
I
that
think.
they're Swedish, that yeah is not sarcastic anymore.
Also-
Yeah.
how much entertainment do they think a flower brings someone? You smell it once, and then now it's just
Dude,
decoration.
that's old lady shit. That's like butt fuck porn to them.
Butt fuck porn.
just staring at a flower.
Why did I say that? Here's another project I can't show my
Butt-
family now.
It's like butt fuck porn.
Yeah, because up until this point, you would want to show this project to the family.
Well, I could have cut my part on, I'll just put something in. Oh, that's like Old West movies to them.
That's like my album coming out October 2nd.
Country music legend.
To regular ladies. She's been enjoying fresh flowers from my garden, and of course she gets to see me with a emoji where they smile and have their hands like Trumpy like this.
Like
Oh, I
this.
hate
Yeah,
that.
Wait, with the hands outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
what's
the
with
cheek?
that one?
Yeah, like where he's
you're presenting your smile to someone and you're blushing.
Yeah, that one's stupid.
Who uses that?
That shit for babies, dog.
every emoji to me just seems like the most viciously evil spirited sarcastic thing that anyone could ever send me. They're like smiles. I'm like, oh.
That's why I like them, because they do seem so sarcastic and ridiculous.
Have you ever had a boss send you an emoji?
Yeah.
It's demented.
Hey, you're late for work, smiley face.
I know.
What's
Sends
going to
a
happen to me
shiver
when I
down
get
your
there?
spine.
Dude, I had my boss send me like a smiley face emoji, and I'm like, we cannot be fucking. Like I'm like, you cannot be flirting with me. This is inappropriate.
I need to talk to HR.
right now.
And then you find out you're HR.
Damn, I just found out I was HR.
I'm my own human resource.
Who would want to have sex with their boss?
Horrible bosses. 3.
Butt fuck bosses.
But
Starring Jennifer Aniston, who's still relevant.
Okay, so
Because of this.
Yeah, guys, we're putting Jennifer Aniston back on the map on the We
Hey,
Cool podcast.
So I just thought, like, my apology doesn't seem really sincere when I just read it all in joy and fun. And
Well, that's what it is, though, you know?
that's what it is, yeah.
Apologies
Well,
should be joyous.
can I ask you a
You
question?
should be gleefully saying, I'm so sorry I hit your child when I was drinking and driving.
Chris, do you feel
You're twirling your mustache. I'm sorry.
Chris, do you feel a little bit bad for being in this text chain, or is it all just joy?
Well, it's joy until I come, and then I feel really bad.
I hear that, brother. I hear that.
They sent a picture of their family. They seem nice. There's a dirt stash, like 20-year-old in there though, that I think I could parlay this into some sort of score.
Yeah. Get some pills, you know.
Or some sort of gas station robbery.
No pills.
Okay.
But
Tommy, what the fuck, man?
I'm just trying to score some
dare you.
pills, man.
We're anti-pills.
no, have you
on
ever
this
like drank
podcast.
gin, until you puked? You're like, I can never have gin again. I did that with pills.
Respect.
Yeah. They were in the gin bottle. Then
Sorry, Blake, I don't do pills no more.
it's just like a very stoic family because this is in all the time that it just says, and then it says, very nice picture of you. No emoji. So
So weird when you see like a modern day family taking a picture like they're a Civil War regiment, you know?
No smiles.
Yeah, just stoic,
Yeah.
knowing that the future has nothing good in store for them.
It's just a lithograph. No color. All black and white. Very austere.
There's powder coming from the camera for some reason.
those are just mall photos. They're supposed to do that. They're supposed to not smile.
Oh.
It's supposed to look like authentic.
Yeah, I don't like that. You ever have a person take your picture and they tell you not to smile? That will make you self-conscious about your smile.
I used to not smile in photos as a bit until
Cool.
it just wasn't a bit anymore.
Yeah.
And then I
Now
was
you're
like,
just
oh,
like-
I've just never seen myself smiling in a picture. I'm going to start smiling.
When I was doing a lot of stand-up, I got new headshots and I was smiling, and it was a photographer I didn't know. It was at a Limestone comedy festival. They were taking pictures, and they were like, "Let's do some where you don't smile."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that sends a good message to people who are going to see a comedy show."
Yeah, see my headshot, it's me sitting in like a chair backwards, and it's black and white. My hair's kind of droopy over,
Yeah.
and I have like a cigarette behind my ear.
Well, I'm dressed up like Batman in my headshot.
And I have a Charles Bukowski book kind of like in the side. That just so people know like I'm a smart guy.
Well, my old headshot, I had a microphone in my mouth, and then I had a gun at my head, and it had a flag coming out, and it said
Yeah.
"bang."
I had some duct tape over my
Damn,
mouth,
yeah.
and that said like you can't silence
Censored.
this,
Yeah.
censored, or you can't.
It said "not me too"
And
on
you're
it.
ripping it off, though.
Yeah, I was ripping
Yeah.
it off.
Dude,
you know?
Cool.
You know what I had? I had like a ponytail and a cigarette like lit just hanging out of my mouth. Like I didn't even care with a no smoking sign behind me.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. And then I had a like I was in a straight jacket and I had the duct tape too.
Yeah.
Rubber
For
chicken.
sure.
Did you have a rubber chicken?
Oh man, dude,
No, that's
you're not
hack.
getting this vibe at all. And then I held up a mirror. I just held up a mirror
We've had so many
like to
headshots.
society.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's great.
My headshot was just a mirror.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
What about this headshot? It's
I had-
It's me behind the wheel. Sorry, and it's a.
You're not sorry.
It's
Yeah,
me-
I'm not sorry
It's
either.
me behind the wheel, and I'm driving like a cool car.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like it's
Like a
me.
monster truck.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And you can see the the speedometer
Yeah.
or whatever, and at the end of it, it just says danger. There's no numbers.
You know what? Okay,
Just at the end, it's just danger.
here was one of my other
Speed
headshots.
limit death.
You're revving up, baby.
Here was another one of my headshots. It was me That was nice. It was
Real time
me
episode.
with the lady with 3 boobs from Total Recall. And I'm breaking, there's a sign, I'm holding a sign, and it's actually a phone book. I'm ripping it in half, and on the phone book, it just says rules. Mm-hmm. And the chick with the Total Recall chick, she's squeezing them together, and it looks like the middle one's going to pop off.
My headshot is me, all camo. I'm in all camo. I have like the Rambo headband
And
on.
it says, don't tread on me.
Yeah, it says "Don't tread on me." My American flag draped over my shoulders, and I'm just standing at the Vietnam Memorial, hand out.
That's fucking hilarious.
Wait, Chris, can I suggest something for the text thread?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe at the end of this, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yarden. Maybe at the end of this, like, because you want to stay in this and you don't want to blow your cover, is what I'm feeling. But maybe at the end, you take their picture and you Photoshop yourself in it, and you're just like, I love this moment, you guys.
I'll be like, thanks a lot, guys. I did myself.
Yeah, thanks for cutting me out when posting it earlier in the text chain.
And then you're like, and also I went and saw Grandma yesterday, and she said nobody's been to visit in 2 weeks. And then just get angry at the people.
Or do like a grandma's dead. Like, guys, bad news, grandma died.
Dude, Maddox, don't do that. Maddox, it's crazy.
Too late.
Already followed Tommy's advice. It's crazy
That was fast.
You've managed to hack your way into this, just through sheer technological know-how into this family.
Yeah, most people have to bang and have a affair to have a secret family.
that's
You
what's-
kind of you fell into it.
That's what's so weird with technology now is if you wanted to become part of like a family's respondence or what's that correspondence before you'd have to commit a federal crime. You'd have to go to their mailboxes, somehow put one of their addresses, replace it with yours,
Steal their ballot.
I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
are you gonna do?
I'm gonna when a grandma dies, I'm gonna Photoshop. I'm gonna take her out of the picture and send it to him. Then a week later, I'm gonna take like the kid out of the picture and send it to him.
It's like a final
And
destination.
just write like next.
Yeah.
Write it. Photoshop him into the picture with grandma. Just
Yeah,
those two.
yeah. Like I'll keep taking ones out and like Back to the Future.
I like that.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to apologize then, or are you fine?
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna apologize. We'll go for it. This is the forum. This is the podcast where we apologize.
This is where we do it, baby.
Okay, I think maybe I don't know how to do it. I thought I did it. I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, you already did it, Grant.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I'm apologizing for not leaving.
You
this
could
text thread.
Well, you could also demand an apology for this family blowing up your phone.
Yeah, they cost like 25 cents?
Yeah, this
Are they-
is
wait, what?
2003.
Don't standard text
Yeah.
messages
This is-
apply?
this is T-Mobile.
Yeah, you do have
2003.
Altel.
Yeah,
And a Motorola Razr.
wait,
And
is that
you're-
just
you're
like
capped
we're
at 30
applicable?
minutes of talk time?
Well, it depends where they're from. If these people are from Sweden or Norway or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, then there probably is a charge.
That's roaming.
Yeah, that's Roman.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
No,
That's
it's
Roman
Swedish.
Polanski.
Hey, Tommy, you can just leave?
Yeah, Tommy left.
Yeah, you
Okay.
pissed him off.
Tommy
dude.
went.
I'm gonna go.
Tommy went. You know what? I don't need this.
Tommy left the room. I think it's probably because something Chris said.
I think. Yeah.
Wait, where's my phone? Tommy!
Tommy's back.
Tommy's
baby.
back in the room, and dude, he's got your phone, man.
The human noise. Back.
Human.
I'm back, baby.
Okay, well, Chris, that was great. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for giving me something to do.
We're
No.
excited.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for producing the podcast.
Producer.
And check out Chris's album. We've all opened up for Chris. He's fucking hilarious.
I've sat down on a couch and I've said, Chris, I've done a lot of things in my life.
He's
That's
so
opening
good.
up, Ryan. That's opening up to Chris.
Yeah,
Which
I did.
we've also
I did.
done, yeah.
Well, I opened up to him and for him.
Chris is our therapist.
Yeah.
And everything I said one time I killed a cat, and Chris told me he's glad I did that.
And you said, you know what? God damn it, we got to get this voice into the podcast.
We need a country music.
We
That's what this podcast was missing. You want to give people something to talk about. You get a country music legend on your podcast.
I really did kill my cat.
What?
Yeah.
You care to apologize for that, Chris?
You don't understand how you don't understand how crushed I am.
I'm sorry, Chris.
No, it's messed up. It's so messed up.
It's messed up.
I can't
Was it accidental?
Let's endear
Yeah.
you to our
Okay.
listeners, Chris.
I went to get a kitten from like a litter of kittens in 2002. This little these group of guys living in the
9/11
house.
survivor kittens
Yeah.
They were from the towers.
from the towers.
Yeah.
On that day, there's a guy standing outside the tower. He goes, "Kitten delivery for the Tower 1. Today's 9/11, September 11th,
Let's see,
2001."
Cantor Fitzgerald. This getting delivered. He's
Yeah.
going to Cantor
Yeah.
Fitzgerald.
But they survived. Those kittens survived the crash. And Chris,
Yeah,
you were
they
getting
threw
one.
him out of the plane right before.
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar means save the kittens. So
That's how they snuck the box cutters in. It's in the kittens.
this kitten was like the runt of the litter, and it was getting bullied by all the other kittens out of the food and stuff, and it was skinny. And these dudes are like, "Oh, that's like the stupid one." Or I was like, "Well, I'll take that one." So you quit like mistreating this
Yeah.
cat, and she was like just a badass little cat. She
Yeah.
was like definitely an outdoor cat. So the first place I lived with her for 7 years, and it was a place where she would just get out. Like she was so fast, she would just get out, and she'd be out for a couple days, 3 days sometimes. She'd always come back. So I just learned to like she loved it. She was just that kind of person.
Yeah.
And so then when I moved to my new place, it's a really busy street. I was like, no more outdoor cat. And she became like, it changed her, And I always felt bad about it. I always felt bad about it for years and years. And my neighbor 2 doors down, she lets her cat out. We were over hanging out, having a bonfire. Yeah, she's like, I'm like, I always thought like that I should, she won't like run out. They just stay by the house, They're just good at hiding. She's like, yeah, this one just stays by the house. I'm like, fuck, And then like, so I a couple days later, I made the fucking decision to, oh no, this is what happened. So I had 2 cats die in 2 days.
What the fuck?
So our other cat had died
Your
the day
own
before
personal 9/11.
of
Two
old
cats.
of old
2 towers, yeah.
Yeah.
You thought
Fat-
the first time it was an accident.
Fatty died of old age. We took him in to put him
Just
down,
like the Twin Towers.
and
It was their time.
I didn't know, like, I've never had pets. So I didn't know, they were always, they like tolerated each other, but I thought like, oh, she hates Fatty. But I got home the day after he was gone. I walk in the house, and after I'd talked to my neighbor, and she is freaking, she's going, row, row. And she runs, she like takes me over to underneath the kitchen table where he used to lay and just sits there and looks at me.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, she doesn't understand what's going on. Then she's like, this whole process of her like looking right at my face and just wow, and like taking me over to the front hallway. And then I open the door. Sometimes she likes to go in there. She runs down the stairs and scratches at the door and looks at me. I'm like, oh, you need to find Fatty. You think he's out. You think he got out. She's looking at like, he's out. We got to go find him. And that with the neighbor and the whole thing. And I just was like, all right, you go out and find him. And you'll know, you won't smell him. You'll know he's gone.
Yeah.
And I did it. And then I waited up. I made a bonfire outside. I waited up till like 1 a.m. I just was like, she'll be all right.
God, dude.
My son came home late, was like, why did you do that? She's going to get hurt. Like, nope, she knows what she's doing. And then I woke up to a text from my neighbor at 8:15 in the morning. Hey, we'll see you down at the farmer's market. And, ew, there's a dead cat in front of your house. Oh. I ran outside in bare feet. 17 years, my friend. I picked her up. I mean, dude, I cried every day for 2 weeks. And then it was the anniversary last month, and I was just bawling again. I buried her in the garden. She took down the letter jacket.
garden.
My mom and dad saved my letter jacket. They gave me my letter jacket from high school. So she pulled it down out of the closet and made herself like a cat bed out of it. I buried her in my letter jacket from like high school and shit
This is
behind the garden. And I'm fucking sorry, man.
All right, well, we're
Stop the
sorry.
podcast right there.
That was country music
That was
legend.
country- Get his
Chris
album.
Maddox.
It's hilarious.
Stand-up comedy.
And I'd just like to say one more thing.
Yeah.
It hurts. I'll never get over it.
Hey, that's the thing about comedy sometimes, guys.
It's not funny.
Sometimes it's holding
Fuck
a mirror.
comedy.
Sometimes-
Country music.
Country music.
That was a very country music story.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
this is what kind of guy Chris is. Okay, he's deep, he's caring, he's
No, it's.
funny,
I'll tell you what it is.
he's a murderer.
It just comes with age. All this shit is gonna happen to you too.
Well, and Chris, I will say this. You know, you were talking about trying to explain to the cat. That's such a difficult thing to explain to a cat, the concept of death, just because they
Yeah,
don't
cat
understand
speaks-
English
they
at
speak
all.
Spanish.
You know?
We've been
Yeah.
trying to teach the cat English.
Cat
so
speaks
long.
Spanish. Everyone
I know.
knows that.
And I,
They don't care about that. They're all like me, meow.
Yeah.
I hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
So Chris apologizes.
Yeah.
It's good that you got that out, and we appreciate it.
And yeah, we're
The thing
excited
is,
to
I
have you
don't
on the
feel a
show.
thing.
We're excited to have you on the show, bringing that caliber of funny to every episode.
That's the funniest apology I'm gonna have on this whole show.
And that about wraps it up. Again, submit your apologies to Grant Winkles / We Cool Podcast
GrantWinklesComedy.com. Not
Yep.
even close.
October 2nd.
Also, if you're a podcast producer and you're not a huge bummer, I think there might be a fucking spot for you.
October 2nd, country music legend Chris Maddock. Keep an eye out for that.
October 3rd, Live We Cool podcast at Sisyphus Brewing.
Absolutely.
We're going to have that ticket link live. We'll put that in the description of the episode, and it'll be on all our social media, at We Cool Podcast on all social media, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff.
And I'll tell you this, for Tommy Bayer, Grant Winkles, and our wonderful producer and guest, Chris Maddock.
Can I say one more thing? One more thing?
Yeah, and then I'll just redo that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're all good.
I just have to say this: that at the podcast show, I'm going to have albums for sale and one
yeah.
bag of cat food.
There we go,
It's
baby.
left over. It's been sitting there.
You're going to want to be there.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
it should still be good.
Yeah.
for Tommy Bayer, Tommy, the human noise Bayer,
Yes.
Grant, Sound Boy Winkles, and our wonderful producer and guest for today's episode, Chris Maddock. I've been Ryan Call, and this has been the We Cool Podcast. Thank you.
Nice.
I
Okay.
keep forgetting that it's We Cool Podcast, not the We Cool Podcast.
I thought it was perfect.
What are you gonna do? You know, I got fucking water in my brain.